Everyone, this is a very simple question, but looking at this diagram, it appears to be so difficult for a lot of students. Now, you can only solve this question when you know the concept of parallel lines, right? Now, we have a condition which says line PT is parallel to line QS. So it means this line is parallel to this line. As you can see, the arrows, they are facing in the same direction. Now, we have that this particular shape, PQRS, is a quadrilateral, right? And we are asked to get the values of x and y. That is, we need to find the angles representing x and y. But mind you, one of the conditions of parallel lines is that parallel lines usually forms what we call alternate angles. Alternate angles are angles that are formed side by side of a parallel line. That is, if I have a shape like this, then I can produce alternate angles here. Okay, if this angle and this angle exist, then these two angles are said to be alternate angles. So alternate angles are equal. So if this is 40 degrees, here also should be 40 degrees, right? So if we look at this diagram and we see such conditions, we can conclude they are alternate angles. So if you look at this angle, you will know that this particular angle is alternate to this other angle because it is formed like a Z shape. So if this is 42 degrees, automatically this other angle is going to give us 42 degrees as well. So to get the value of x now, we consider triangle QTS. Because triangle QTS, the angle there is x, and it is a triangle. And we remember the sum of angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degrees. So that will help us to get the value of x. So to get our x now for Roman 1, we now say our x angle plus this other angle which is 42 degrees plus this other angle which is 38 degrees. All this is equals to 180 degrees. Why? Because of what? Angles, sum of angles of a triangle. So let us add. This becomes x plus 42 plus 38 is going to give us 42 plus 40 plus 30 is 70. 2 plus 8 is going to give us 10. So this is going to give us 80, must be equals to 180 degrees. So our x becomes 180 minus 80 degrees. So our x for this particular question is 100 degrees. So we have got the value of x. So it remains the value of y. How do we get y? Now, since this is already 100 degrees and we need to get the value of y, now let us look at y and 42. Y and 42, they are found on the same straight line, right? So what do we do to get this value of y? Let us consider triangle QRS. Now, if you look at this triangle here, angle R is a perpendicular, so this is actually 90 degrees. So this is 90 degrees. So we need this particular angle. So we are now actually, after getting this angle, we are going to add this angle plus this angle plus this. Then we sum it to 180 degrees. Because angle Y, angle 42, and this unknown angle, when you add their sum, it should be 180 because they are found on the same straight line. So let us represent this particular angle with M, right? So therefore, our M, angle M, plus this 42 degrees plus Y degrees must be equals to 180 degrees because angles on a straight line. But mind you, how do we get this M? This M and this 90 degrees plus this 30 degrees, they are found in a triangle. So their sum is also going to give us 180. So let's use that concept to get M. So therefore, our M plus this 90 degrees plus 30 degrees is equals to 180 degrees. So this is the sum of angles of a triangle, right? So our M degrees plus 90 plus 30 will give us 120 degrees, must be equals to 180 degrees. So our M is equals to 180 minus 120 will be 60 degrees. So we have got this as 60. So 60 plus 42 plus Y will still give us 180 because they are on the same straight line. So therefore, our M angle plus our Y, we use this concept, our Y angle plus 42 is equals to 180. But what is M? M is actually 60 degrees. So 60 degrees plus Y plus 42 is equals to 180. So this becomes Y plus 60 plus 42 is 102. Must be equals to 180. So the value of Y is equals to 180 minus 102. And 180 minus 102 is going to give us 78 degrees. So therefore, our Y value, the angle at Y is 78 degrees and the angle at X is equals to 100 degrees. So this is the solution to this WASSCE 2011